Hello YouTube, welcome. We're live. It says so here. So, what we're going to do? I think we're just going to continue with what we were doing last time with implementing an atomics module for Gleam. That should be good fun. What are atomics? Atomics are integers generally that you can access and update from multiple threads and all the operations are atomic and don't get reordered, so it's safe to do so. You don't get funny race conditions, which is quite nice. They're quite limited because the only thing you can mutate is this integer, an array of integers. But for the problems where you can use them, they're fantastic. Like you struggle to get anything faster than that. So, Safari. Oh, there we go. And an editor. Where is it? There it is. I wish I had a way to quickly make this window the correct size. I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I couldn't tell you what it is. Oops, I'm not actually dragging the window. How foolish of me. There we go, that'll do. Marvelous. So where did I put my everything? Atomic? Yeah, there we go. What's all this? Okay. So, what have we got? So an operation I'd really like. So what have we got so far? We have, maybe the test is easier to see. We have the ability to make a new array, either signed or unsigned. You specify the size you can get from it. And excuse me. Or you can set values in it. How exciting. You can add. Nice. And what else have we got? Oh, you can exchange and you can compare and exchange. It's cool. Cool. So you can do quite a lot of that. One thing that sort of stumped me last time was I thought it'd be quite nice for add to return the previous value. So it'd be, get and add or add and get. But the JavaScript and the Erlang implementation of atomics do it in a different order. So which way around is it? Is it the Erlang one is add and get, and the JavaScript one is get and add? So you get the value before or after you've added it to it, which you go, oh well, you just subtract the other value from it and you get the same thing. That's true, but then we need to implement we need to excuse me, so there's 64-bit ints, so they overflow or underflow if you get to wherever the limits are, so we'd need to implement the same thing. Okay, that's kind of irritating. I guess it's okay, but it is irritating. That's a good question. Like, how can we? Let's play around some atomics. So let's make a new atomics. Is it new? New. Length 5. And yeah, whatever the default is. Oh. You always have to give it options, I suppose. There you go. So there's my atomic reference, which is a link to this. Well, it's effectively a pointer to this array somewhere in Erlang memory. You can't see it. And there's an atomics info function. So we can tell that this has taken up 80 words, I guess, of memory. And here's the minimum value and here's the maximum value. So I suppose we could use those every time we perform a get, we could ask it what the minimum and maximum values are, and then use that to implement bounds checking, I guess. And then on JavaScript, we just use the default one. I don't want to implement bounds checking on JavaScript because what's the effective size of integers on JavaScript? Is it like 52 bits or something like that? So we don't have 64 bits of integer to actually implement bounds. Is it bound? It's not bounds checking, is it? Bound to implement overflows and underflows with. Yeah. Okay. I guess that's what we do. Should we give it a go then? So how do we test this? Well, first off, let's go to add and make it return the previous value. Nice. Okay, so oh good, my cat's already complaining. So this should return 0 because it's the first one, and this one should return 5 because it's the second one. They do not. So even though it type checked, because this is using FFI, the stuff that's in Erlang or in JavaScript doesn't get. Honey, come on. Really? I've just started. You've been quiet all day, and now as soon as this comes up, you make a big complaint, eh? I'm gonna have to feed him, aren't I? I'm gonna have to feed the little boy. So the this code's written in JavaScript because it's all FFI. It goes outside the nice type safe world of Gleam. So that means that it's possible to get errors that shouldn't be possible in Gleam. So for example, comparing 0 to 0. That shouldn't happen. That's bad. So how do we fix that? Let's go into the FFI. We fix the JavaScript one. Oh, hello. I've just Childs. Hello, and Civet or Kivet? Civet Magnet. Hello. How's it going, folks? Where did I implement add? Here we go. So let's return the previous one. Oh, I really need to work out how to make my editor not do that. Cool, so that passes now on JavaScript, but for the Erlang implementation, it's going to be a bit more complicated. Let's open up the Erlang implementation, and we can close the JavaScript one for now. Oh, bye, newbie. So where's oh, my cursor's on add, right. So if I just return X, oops, that is the wrong letter. So if I just return X, that's gonna do, so annoying. It's going to, because it's add get, perhaps. No chance your name in the lib glatomic is there. We could do. I couldn't do it. I wanted to do atomic, but I couldn't because that's the name of the Erlang module. So we're gonna have to call it. Also, hi Rob. So I thought maybe like atomic array would be quite, easy to understand since it's an atomic array. Oh, poor cat. Making a big complaint. So we could just subtract the amounts from it. Oh, I really dislike how my editor does that. Cool. Okay, so there you go. So now the test passed for that, but there's a bug in it in that bounds checking does not work. How are we going to implement this? So let's figure it out. Add out of bounds. Out of bounds. Pub type. No, pub. Turn add unsigned overflow test. So we're going to need one for underflows as well. And we're going to need one for signed too. All right. How are we going to do this? So we have an array. It's going to be unsigned. And we can add to it -1, which should return 0. We should have 3 failures here. Hey, newbie. Oh, we don't know. Oh. Is that right? Am I doing it wrong? No, that is what we expect. Okay. Is it? Hey, newbie. I'm confused. What did I say the behavior was? It returns the previous one. Hey, honey. Oh yes. Oh, so it's overflow. It's underflowed to the. What did I say this was? This is an overflow. Right. We're right. I've made an underflow. So we've underflowed from the new. Oh, right. Okay. I'm gonna go feed this cat. Give me 1 minute, and I'll be right back. Newbie. Cats are bad. Why is it not letting me do the add an advert? Right. Come on, Newbie. Newbie. Come on. Cats are bad. For some reason, it's not letting me do. It's not letting me press the ad break button on YouTube. It says enable monetization to press the button, but I have enabled monetization. I think. I mean, I don't know how I would I don't know what I would do to enable it. I don't know. Too complicated for me, really. Now I've got to wait for the. So YouTube is here, but Twitch isn't. How annoying! What a pain. Very confused. Okay, but I can just start, I suppose. Okay, so that should be 0 because it goes back to the original one. What did we say the max was? Boom! And now the Twitch people are back. Fantastic. For some reason the advert didn't work on YouTube. I don't know what's going on. So the max is this ridiculously large number. So it should be that. Do we think that's correct? Should we try it? No. What's going on there? Didn't I mute it? It's unsigned. Oh, because I didn't implement the. Okay, so let's just get rid of that. Does that pass? Okay, so that passes. So it does end up at what we expect, but it's returning the wrong value because we don't have the under overflow, etc. implemented correctly. So to do that, I need to start by getting the the max and mix the max and the min from the okay. Oh, that was completely not what I meant to type. I'm going to say new. Previous is that. So how do I implement over and underflow? So if what's the logic? So like if the amount is positive, how does it work? So like if oh gosh, it's so complicated. Okay, so if how does it work? I don't know. I can't figure it out. So what have I got? I started at 0. I added -1 to it. And it's unsigned. So I should get 0 again. Oh, okay, so if, okay. Oh. Why can I not figure this out? This is really annoying me now. Adjusted. So if so if the I don't know I just can't figure it out. Like what is it meant to be? So I care if amount is positive or negative, right? Because that dictates whether I can overflow or underflow. So if amount is greater or equal to 0, and also do I need to do anything else here? Let's do the negative one first. So if amount is less than 0, what do I do in this case? Oh gosh, it's such a headache. Why did I agree to do this on stream? So 1, big number. Is that the maximum? What did I find it in the maximum? That is the maximum. Okay. So it can't go higher than that? Or is it like you literally can't get that? That is like that's the one. If you get to that one, that is effectively 0. So does that mean we just modulo it by that? Hey Alex, how you doing? Oh, good, my cat's complaining again. What's Erlang for modulo anyway? Oh, is it just Erlang modulo? Is it modulo or is it rem I want? Rem? Do 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 do. Rem, okay. Okay. Is there a mod? No, looks like there's not. Okay. Um, rem. That's the wrong window anyway. Oops. Bang! Syntax error before this, and that is because I have is it if end? Is this the if syntax in Erlang? I can't remember. What was if? That is right, isn't it? Syntax error before my case. Aha, that's why. And now I have syntax error before exchange because I didn't terminate that definition. And it's complaining that max and min are not being used. Oh, yeah, that does make sense. Bad arith. What does that mean? Oh. um, let's refill these other tests in. So if it's an overflow, should this be 0 again? Got 1. Oh yeah, because it goes all the way back round again. Oh no, the underflow. Is it 1 less? Oh, gosh, I really need to fix that. 2. Oh no. uh, bad arith. In... Okay, so what is that then? Uh, error, nil. Oh, it's because oh, fool. Fool. I can't do this here. God, it's kind of obnoxious, this, isn't it? Oh no, gosh, I'm extremely good at getting Erlang syntax wrong. It's all the commas and stuff. Like you'd think I would have got used to it after some number of years, but no. I never get it right. Unsafe new. Ah, yes, there we go. Okay, so one of the tests is passing now. I wonder which one it is. So now we need to do, oh, it's got the overflow. Okay, so if we change this to max, doesn't work. Is that because it's going to be max plus 1? Okay, so that does work. So what do you do if it's how does it uh uh, uh what do you do if it is negative? What if you overflow it twice? 3 times, there you go. That should still be the same thing, right? Okay, that does still work. Okay. So the underflow, that should be 0 again. Oh. Hey, some musician problems. How's things? What are your musician problems? So the overflow and the underflow. Okay, add underflow. What's the error there? Let's do just one. So in our overflow test, as a musician, I have some problems with my music stuff, brackets, instruments, etc. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, hello, newbie. Oh, this is why I didn't do it last stream. It's just like a little bit too fiddly for me. I do not have a numbers brain. Hey, newbie. You're back, are you? I've just fed you. You can't complain. Do 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 do. This is my tiny furry child. He's very annoying. Yes, I quite agree, newbie. So, did I save that? I did save that. And okay. Really? So does that work? No. What? Didn't this work before? What did I previously have? Oh dear. I thought we had this working. Um, Are those the same numbers? Those are not the same numbers. Hey, my death machine, how's it going? Those are not the same numbers. Those are like not even slightly the same numbers. What? I thought these were... How did that happen? Atomics and actors. Is that allowed? Of course it is. Atomics are awesome. Hey, Chris. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate the sub. That's cool. That really helps with my completely misunderstanding what is happening here. Okay, so I think... Does this work now? No. What is this number then? The second one is... Not the max. I don't understand. Why is the max so much smaller than the number that's actually appearing here? How does that work? Okay, am I missing something obvious that you folks can see that I can't? Okay, so I ask the atomics module, what is the maximum value of this? In fact, I can just print the whole thing. Cool, okay, so print all of the info. And then here, let's print, so what have we got? We've got new is new, pre is previous, and adj is adjusted, and actually print that. Okay. So, oh, I'm doing loads of other things as well. This is really annoying. Let's just get rid of all the other tests for the sake of simplicity, eh? Okay. So, oh, that is right. Okay, so I must have just been reading the output from a different test. That makes way more sense. Okay, so I think I should have 0, but I got something else. Oh. So what session is this? Oh. No. Oh, because it returns the previous value of the next iteration round. So I haven't actually overflowed here. Now I have. I got error nil. Oh. Why does it return error nil? Because I'm trying to go too far in one go. Is that right? Let's read the documentation for atomics. Have we found a funky little edge case? Where's add? Add. Doesn't say. Okay, let's try. Let's do it. Let's try it in the terminal. Let's see what we figured out. Big number. Oops. Oh, okay. So here's my atomics. Some info on that. That looks fine to me. Let's get the first element. It's 0, and if we add... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wait, have I got that correct? The correct way around? Yeah, reference ID increment. Oh, wow. So it errors if you go too far. Okay. So I need to modulo it on the way in as well, I guess. Does JavaScript do that, do you think? That would be interesting to check. How will I check that, though? In JavaScript, I'm not going to be able to supply an int that big because I don't have enough precision in my numbers because they're represented as floats. What do they use for an Erlang? The same thing they used in every language. If you want really fast, mutable integers. So anything. Sidestepping them out, but I mean, they're for different things, you know, that you can't really, you wouldn't, yeah, there's, like, they're just completely different things, you know. Okay, so I need to adjusted amount is oh, it's already getting annoying. Look how complicated this has got. Oh, how did I do that? I don't know how I did that. So if that's not how I want to format my ifs. Amount is less than 0. Then we want to do amount rem is it min? Is that no, that doesn't work. Negative max? Is it just max? No, it's just amount rem max, right? Okay. And does that crash? It does. Because I didn't actually use adjusted amount, I still used amount. Okay. So what is the thing that is failing here? Ah, because like this is adding one full iteration plus 1. So this should be equal to, and this is unsigned, so this should be 1. Something just made a weird noise and I've no idea what it was. Okay, so we add the same thing 3 times. And we should have 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that true? Oh no, that should be 1. That should be 4. Hey Shaka, how you doing? I'm getting a bit confused and stressed out by bounds checking, which is a little frustrating, but ho-hum. Do. Okay, cool. So that is slightly working. Oh, gosh, that was annoying. Let's try and do an underflow. And we can comment out all this stuff. Oops. Oh, no, that was the right terminal. Oh. That works, does it? Suspicious. Let's make it bigger. Okay, that's what we expected, right? No, is that what we expected? We expected... Yeah, we should have the maximum possible value now. Which is... that one. Okay. Is it possible to model an atomic with an actor, but it would be slow? Yeah. I mean, it's just a mutable integer. It'd be amazing how different the performance is, though. I mean, actors are implemented using atomics. If you can use an atomic for something, you should use an atomic for it. But it's so fast. There's just no, there's effectively no cost to it. Phew. Gosh. Okay. So what happens if I do it like? If we do it? What did I say I did? I did the same thing, but I times it by 3. Times 3. 1, 2, 3. Should that be what I get? But I don't. Oh, because it's still returning the old value. Okay. Whoops. I pressed something. How do I undo that? There we go. Gleam test. Oh, nice. Okay, so do you think that works for the other ones as well, the unsigned stuff? I don't have a good way of testing this on JavaScript though. How am I going to do that? I kind of need to. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I would really like it if we could get it working on. If I had a test that tested overflows on JavaScript and on Erlang. Yeah. Maybe we could have one that overflows and then underflows, and then we could assert that it gets back to the original position. Would that make sense? No, because that doesn't test anything. Because if they're not overflowing, then I don't know. I don't know. It's too complicated. I'm just a small bean. Okay. Oops. So let's make some signed ones. So what is the max for signed? Okay. So the max and the min are these two numbers. Okay. Oh, yes. No, yes. So So this is an entire iteration and 1. So this should be 0. This should be -1. This should be -3. No, 4. Is that right? No. Signed underflow test. Which is the one that's failing? We expected 1, we got 2, so this one, I suppose? Is that really? Is that how that works? Oh, because you... Oh, because you've got positive and -0, right? Is that how that works? Like that? No, 8. 8? Is that right? I just don't feel confident I've got my bounds checking correct. Oh, but then like... we can do that to check that add's giving the same thing. Okay, so that is correct then, right? Because if you add 0, that's the same thing as a get, but we're checking that we check the... It means we're calculating the same number that you actually get. I think. Yeah, that's correct, right? Hello, Majesty. How's it going? Okay, cool. So... That's just such an entirely unnecessary vehicle in London, you know. Ooh, okay, so this one. If we add this much to it, it should be 0. Then this should be 2. Should be 2. Is that right? Or 8? Oh, I don't understand how it gets to 8. Trying to work on implementing a parser for my programming language, which is partially inspired by Gleam. That's really cool. Like making languages is really fun. Super, super fun. Okay, so that might work. I'm not sure I've got this correct, to be honest. But I don't have a good way of comparing it to a reference. I think the fact I perform an add and then I get the same value back means I have implemented it correctly. I think. I mean, people in the chat, if you see a problem with my working here, let me know, because I think I've got it right. Is that true? I'm not mad curious. I'm not mad confident, but I think I've roughly got it right. Can you just always ram it by the number? Do you need to do this? I find it weird that you... Do I actually have a -1? Oh no, I am adding some negative numbers. Yeah, I underflow here, so... Can I just do that? No, apparently so. That doesn't seem right. Are there fuzzes? How would you test it with fuzzing? Because it's not going to crash. I mean, you could do property testing. Good property testing one is to have a model that you know is correct, but I don't have a. I want to test the JavaScript one against the Erlang one, but the problem is that I don't have integers large enough for the JavaScript one. I suppose I could add a smaller number a few times. I don't know how many times I'd need to add it though. How does maths work? I'm not very good at numbers. I could assert results. It is asserting results. That's how the tests work. That's what the tests are doing, eh? Fantastic. Okay, so I just know that seems wrong. Why would you not need to know the minimum? Um, You could generate inputs with a fuzzer. You could crash with unexpected results or the test failing. Yeah, but how would you know? So like, okay, so how do you know what the correct result is for each value that your fuzzer returns? So I think you're talking about property testing, right? Fuzzing is black box testing where you take inputs to the entire program and you see if it crashes or not. Property testing is when you generate random values in order to verify a particular property about it. It's white box testing, which is I don't see how you'd apply fuzzing to this because you would need, there's no way to crash it with this. Property testing, the tricky thing is that so there's a few ways to do it. You either like work how to encodify rules, but the tricky thing with this is that you would often end up in a situation where you have just implemented the same thing, but as a rule rather than as the actual implementation. So you can have the same bug in both. So a much easier, more reliable way to do it is to have a model. I don't have a model. Well, I mean, like, what I really want to do is use the JavaScript one as the model, but I don't know how to do that. What's PBT? Oh, property-based testing. Yeah. That's just what we're talking about. I've never heard it abbreviated before. Yeah, I just don't get it why I don't need to know. I'm so bad. I'm really bad at numbers, so I don't understand why I don't need the min. My tests pass, but that just makes me feel like my tests are wrong. Yeah, so can you call both? I can, but I can do that, but my problem is that I can't create large enough I can't JavaScript can't represent 64-bit integers using its native number type. And I'm using these here. So it ends up being quite limiting. What if I replicate the same thing in JavaScript? Okay, let's try and do that and then see what it prints. So what have we got here? Which one is the one I think is dodgy? I think the underflows I'm more nervous about. So let's make a JavaScript file. So the array should be a new U64 array of length 1. And then I'm going to what am I going to do? I'm going to say log for me. No. To the array, in the first position, I want to add this value. What have I done wrong here? Extra paren. There we go. So what happens if we run this? Oh. Is it not? Big int. Okay. There we go. So. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. Oh. Object equality. Thank you very much. Okay, so that works. So the next thing is if you add. So we're happy with that. So if we add. Oh no, it's just get. If we just get it. It should be 0, apparently. Get fetch, load. Yes. Okay, so that appears to be possibly correct. And oh dear, can I do that? Is that going to work? And this should now equal to big number. Cannot mix big int and other types. Please use explicit conversions. Okay. It's false because yeah, that should be. Oh yes, no look. Yeah, these are wrong. What are we on about? It says 0 right there. Okay. Okay, cool. So there's something wrong. So if we were to say let's add something more. What does that do? Why is it always 0? Why is it always 0? Does it just go to 0 if you go beyond the thing? What am I not understanding here? Surely, like, that should wrap around twice. Hey. Hey Louis, so glad to catch you live. I've been absolutely loving Gleam, right from the language creator that has so much passion. Thank you very much. I'm afraid you've joined unusual stream in that it's mostly being really confused by bounds checking. I'm getting so confused and frustrated with this that I feel like maybe I'm just going to go back to the old design where add doesn't return a number. Maybe that's the way to go. I'm pretty frustrated. It's not fun. Wait, hold on. Couldn't I? Yeah, I didn't get it. Like, what's going on here? Why does it go back to 0 again? Like, this is not. I clearly don't understand how the bounds works. JavaScript atomics. Add. Do. Does it say anything about... Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Oh dear. Okay, so don't care about waiting. Notify. Why do I keep saying bounce? That's wrong. It doesn't say anything about the behavior of. I don't want to read the spec. Okay, this is just silly. You know what? Let's just go back. Let's just throw it all away and go back to the previous design, because this has just got a little bit silly. Yeah. No point getting too attached to anything, eh? So let's get rid of that JavaScript one. Oh, did I modify the Erlang one as well? No, I did. Did I modify the JavaScript one? I did. I made it return. Okay. Cool. Well, let's crack on with the other stuff, because the existing API is good enough. It is fine. Right. So a much more fun thing I want to implement is to list. I think it's really cool. So let's make a signed array that's like, I don't know, 7 long. These are 64-bit integers, so it's not 754. We're not using floats in this case. And let's set some values. So array 0. Let's put that to 10, 9. Oops. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. And that's all of them, right? Ew. Gosh, it's nice not to be doing any more math stuff. Good, good, good. Right, and I want to be able to say atomic array to list array. And I should get back 10, 9. How do I do it? I'm going to just do this. This will be easier. Oops. I should get back that, right? So how are we going to implement this? Oh, we still to the browser. Sorry, folks. Thank you. Sorry. Gosh, that's like a minute of me typing. How embarrassing. Well, I've cleared all the results. I've made this cute little test. Why I want to be able to like turn an array into a list. Gosh, see, I get all flustered from getting a bit stuck. And then I make silly mistakes like that, eh? So what am I going to need to do? I'm going to need to have a list or something. I'm going to need to get the length. I'm going to need the size, rather. And then I can get, let's get a list that is a range from 0 to the size. And then let's map across it. And I want to do a little optimization here. I want to skip the bounds check that we have built into it. So I've got this bit of FFI for each one. Get or panic. And I've got the same thing for JavaScript as well. I think. Yeah, get or panic. Okay, so I can... Do we have that? FFI new signed. Okay. Get or panic. Array. And then we need to get the index. Lovely. So we want to map across our those items with get or panic with the array, and then we pop the index in here. Oh, is that it? Oh, I thought that was going to be more complicated. Well, we could optimize it a little bit more. Gleam test. Bad arc. Oh, okay, good. So this doesn't do what I wanted it to do. Get or panic. Is it? Bad arc because whoops, one. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then it fails on 7. Because I said the length is 7. When do I call 7? Oh, because the size is inclusive when it should not be inclusive. Cool. Okay. Let's make it a little bit faster though, so we can remove that intermediate. If we use recursion, we can get rid of that intermediate list creation by traversing backwards. So we can do that by so what do we need to pass in here? So call array to list, and we're going to pass in the array, obviously. And then we're going to pass in the size and the initial list. So this size is an integer, and then we have an accumulator, which is a list of ints. Lovely. So if the size is less than, no, we can just match on the size. We just match on the size. So if it is 0, then we would like to just return the accumulator. However, oh no, we need to know where we are as well. So we will start at, oh no, that is right. It's not size. This is index. So if it is -1, there we go. If it's some other index, it's not called size, it's called index. Oops, it's called index. If it's some other index, then we want to call array to list again, pass in the same array. The index is going to be 1 less, and the accumulator is going to be the result of calling get and panic on the array with the index and prepending that onto the existing accumulator. There we go. So that's one less traversal. And it doesn't work though. Oh dear. Okay, that's fine. That's because we want to start from size -1 because it's 0 based, not 1 based. Nice. Nice. That's just a tiny bit faster. Maybe we could format this slightly nicer as well. Elements. Gosh, I'm very achy. I feel like I've been working out, but I haven't really. I mean, I've been doing like flexibility things on my shoulders, but I might have slightly overdone it. Ho hum. Trying to learn to do the handstand, and it's challenging. It ain't easy. Leaves the bridge. That thing is a beast. Cool. All right. So I think that might be all the functions we like actually just want from this. Do we want like a from list as well? That could be kind of cool. Hey, John B, how's it going? John B, isn't that also the name of a famous drum and bass DJ? Like the biggest drum and bass DJ in the world or something? I'm going to choose to assume that you are John B, famous drum and bass DJ. I mean, we've got a from list. We may as well have a to list. What do you think? From list. Maybe we should note that it's not atomic, the from list. Yeah, we should probably note that. Hey, potato enjoyer. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, but then you got to pick whether you want it to be signed or not. Oh, that's a good point. What happens if you try and set something that's outside the range? So, for example, um, okay, so set test. Set outside of range. So let's set this to be unsigned, and then we're going to set it to be -1. What does that do? Okay, nil. Got error nil. Okay, yeah, that sounds right. It would be nice to know why it did that though. So let's just test everything on JavaScript. Or let's just check this first. Okay, so where is it's called put, right? Oh, it just bad logs again. Ah, okay. So we can't actually tell the difference. We can't tell you if it's outside of the range or not. Maybe that's fine. I guess that's fine. Okay, so what happens if I run it on JavaScript? Oh, but spell it correctly. Okay, oh, FFI is so annoying. FFI is so annoying. So could we just modulo it, I guess? Gosh, that's so obnoxious. What is it then? What does it then do? What does it then like evaluate to? Oh, it just flows. It just wraps. Okay. Um. Yeah, I hate it. Oh, it's so obnoxious. That's rubbish. That's so rubbish. Oh no. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, so I could check when you're doing set if it's going to be outside of the range or not. Maybe. I'm gonna get a snack. I'll see you in 2 minutes, folks. Do 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 do. Snack time. Why is this not working? There we go. I want to turn off my microphone as well. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Gloves back on. Oh gosh, I thought this library would be like a fun little thing, but it's just so fiddly. So fiddly. Feels very oh, that was the wrong button. Feels very feels like I'm doing procedural programming, you know. As a functional programmer, I'm distinctly bad at all this, like just messing around with integers stuff. Oh well. So how do we want to do this? If it's too great or too small, we just don't do anything. Oh, wait, hold on. No, no, but this is an entirely different thing. Hold on, hold on. Is this failing because oh no. Hmm. You have no idea. um hmm. Let's go to the JavaScript and see. Where's set? Oh no, we don't do anything. Where's get? Okay. Wrong one again. Oh, that's really unhelpful. Okay, so look. Yeah, you can see like the precision's completely different. No, these numbers are not the same. This one and this one. Is that the minimum? Is that the maximum? Hmm. Oh, that's really funny. I'm eating edamame beans, but they're invisible. hmm I don't know, folks. Like, can I be bothered? Does it matter that much? Void beans, yeah, they're really nice. They are a particularly good green. Yeah, what a lovely green. Look how green they are. So fantastically green. Hold on, what if I put it on something more exciting? There we go. Green. Ooh. Ooh. That's really cool. That's good fun. I'm enjoying that I'm blurry now as well. Mm. This is the content we crave. Yeah, I don't know, folks. What do you think the answer is? I can't think of like what a clever thing to do would be here. I'm also just really tired of doing all this balance checking stuff. Oh well. Do 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 do. Okay, let's write some docs. Array and array of some array of 64 bit ints, either signed or unsigned, depending on whether it was created with the new unsigned or new signed function. Great. Whoops. Read an int from the array. Returns an error if the index is out of bounds. Add an amount to the an int at the given index in the array. Let's do that. Will overflow or underflow if the value if the resulting value is not a valid does not fit in the int size for the array. That sort of makes sense. Good enough. Good enough. Right, exchange, what does it do? Replace an int in the array with a new one. Providing that, get out of the way, mouse. Providing that the int in the array has some expected value. Oops. Lovely. The size of the array. Number of ints in the array. Atomic arrays cannot be grown or shrunk. They always have the same number of elements as they were created with. Cool. Next up, set. Okay, so how are we going to word this one? Because there's a problem in that there's a problem that like the overflow behavior is subtly different. I guess we just describe what happens. If the new value does not fit for the size of int that the array contains, then it will overflow on JavaScript, but an error will be returned on Erlang. If you want to make a pull request to make this consistent, then we will accept your changes. Cool. And is that all of them? Convert the array to a list of ints. Cool. Note that this operation is not atomic. So if another thread mutates the array while this function is running, you may see inconsistent results. Let's put the word mutable. Atomic mutable arrays. What can I even say about this? I just copy it from the docs, so. That makes sense. So, they are not. Oops. Cool. Be aware that's JavaScript numbers, and so Gleam ints are not 64-bit, cannot represent all 64-bit buttons. 64 buttons. So much larger and small. So the larger and smaller values that can be contained within arrays will lose precision when converted to a Gleam int with functions such as get and toList. Really nice if the language server knew how to like put 4 here instead of 2. Nice. There we go. So it's not perfect, but it's kind of usable for some stuff, eh? Let's change the readme a bit. Is it size? This size, okay. What should we say here? Atomic mutable int arrays for Gleam. Nice. Let's get the sponsor link because I want people to sponsor me. Because I need money. Oh gosh. What do I call this? I call this atomic array. Atomic array. Nice. Is that everything? I think that might be everything. Finishing documents. So let's just test that both these. Oh, I left in some bug debugging somewhere. Oh, how annoying. Okay, cool. So let's hide my shame by amending that commit. It's so annoying, isn't it? I should make something that stops that from happening somehow. I don't know how I'd identify that though. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I'm gonna do something cool. What am I gonna do? How do I can't remember how I extract a repo from my mono repo again. I think maybe I copy it. Atomic array. And it takes a long time because there's loads of stuff in my mono repo. So there's probably a better way to do this, but I just don't know what it is. Okay, so let's go to here. Let's clean all the changes. And now there's like filter branch. There we go. And I want the atomic array folder. It's like, yes, 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 don't use this thing anymore. Blah, 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 I don't care. Come on, do I need to do anything? No, it's doing it. Okay, good, there you go. So now if I look, oh, I've got a bunch of other stuff. So git clean f, is that what it is? How do you get rid of unused directories? Oh, I've done this before. Lots of Gotchas is my new band name. I like it. Very good. So there we go. So now we've got just the things we want. Oh, but we do have a GitHub. Oh, I've also got an Elixir LS. That's really strange. How did I get that? Oh, weird. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, really weird. Okay. So let's check that it all still works. Yep. And hey, look, it's only the commit. It's only the commits that affected that. It's only the commits from this part of the mono repo that are here. Nice. I like doing this. It's fun. So let's make a new. Let's see if GitHub has signed me out again because it keeps doing this. No, it hasn't. Good. New repo. Atomic array. What did I call it in? Let's grab that. Oh. Oh. Oh, wow. I'm so glad oh, wow. That would have been really bad. I'm glad that that didn't work. What a fool I am. Oh, God, that would have been so embarrassing if I deleted my mono repo. I love beans. Beans are good. Cool. That looks sensible. We'll see if the test passed. I guess I should run the test on JavaScript as well. I'm not sure I'm going to bother. Am I going to bother? Oh, I'm going to bother. I'm going to bother. Tests are passed though. Okay, so let's go back to here. And JavaScript. Okay, cool. Oh, why is my editor frozen? That was weird. Do we think that works? Test on JS on CI also. Almost overwrite yourself. Yeah, that could be the name of one of the tracks on your Glut of Gotchas album. Sorry, band. Nice. Nice. I'm going to publish without you folks being able to see, because I don't want you to see my publishing in case I accidentally make a mistake. I'm typing Gleam publish. It's compiling. I'm saying yes, I want to publish a package. I'm putting in my username. I'm typing in Hunter7. And then, boom, published. And I'm going to tag it up as it just told me to. And back to, here we go. Make a new release. Nice. Let's go see X. Hey, look, Atomic Array, woohoo! And the package site has it as well. Nice. Oh, I'm gonna call that a success. Ignoring all the bits I got confused at in the middle. Look how many packages we've got. It's really climbing lately. Really cool. Oh no, this is release count. This is, oh no, this is, no. This is package count. This is release count. That's looking great, I think. That's looking really fantastic. Brilliant. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad I got that out. I can't remember why I wanted to make this. Somebody wanted it for something, but I've since forgotten who that was and what they were doing. Oh, I should probably share it on Discord. I can do that later. And on that note, oh gosh, I need like a bath or something. I'm so stiff. GitHub compromised. What does that mean? What's going on here? Oh, I didn't mean to click on him. I guess we're going to find out. Ooh, ooh.
Just gonna quit streaming for the day. I don't want to have any more ouchies on my.
He's just saying he's leaving.
On the old throat. On the old throat. You know what I'm talking about? Oh.
Do 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 do. Okay, who do we wanna watch next? Recommended for me. Some web dev? Any of my friends online? No, everyone's offline. Boo. We raided Christoph fairly recently, didn't we? No talking ASMR. I like talking. I like real-time strategy. I know I normally say like let's not do game people, but making a real-time strategy game is really cool. What about this person? Oh, it's French. Game dev, DevOps work. Oh. Should we have a look at this one, eh?
Where like I have.
Oh no.
Even more reason to.
Oh, rubbish. Come on. Pre-roll ads suck. I feel this pretty strongly. Right.
Be relevant. Like it's the same thing with like content creation, right? Like there.
I was going over the Stack Overflow stuff. Yeah, that could be interesting. Should we do this one? What do you think, folks?
You know, and
I think so.
Like if you want to be competitive in either,
Shush.
relevancy helps.
Go, 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 go. Raid. Boom. All right, thanks for dropping by, folks. See you soon when I'm not going to do anything that involves maths because maths is rubbish.